I won't be able to rock this style for too much longer because it's gonna frizz. It's gonna frizz and it's gonna frizz. And it's caught up in my necklace. It's caught up in my necklace. My hair is caught up in my necklace. Things that people don't talk about, but it happens. I want people to know that it's not gonna be every day that you love your hair. You're not gonna love it. Like, this is stressing me out because it's wavy. It's like a loose wave, and it gets so frizzy, and you can see like my scalp right there, like my edges. I don't have any at the point in time. I don't know where they went. It might look dusty. As you all know, I encourage any and everyone who watches my videos, if you are inclined to ask a question, pose any type of question, or to say anything, I encourage you to do so because I enjoy interacting with you all. This is a time where if anything within a video leaves you with questions, I want to fill in the gaps because I do sometimes miss certain things. And based on some of the questions that I get, I know that I neglect to include very pertinent information, but I make it my business to put it in the description box or to answer it over and over and over and over again in the comments section. And I didn't know that viewers could potentially fault me for a style not turning out the way that they envisioned, because essentially we're two different people and results may vary. Tutorials are designed to instill within the viewer that they can replicate whatever is being shown. They provide you with information and inspiration essentially so that you can, imitate this step or whatever to the best of your ability. Oftentimes we stop at one tutorial and we don't begin the process of research, because the honest truth is, what I cannot give to a viewer, someone else can. My methods may not work for every viewer, and I understand that, which is why I have started annotating videos from other men or women who I believe are powerhouses within the crochet braid installation process, because they are supplying information that is very much useful, but it's in a different format and it may be better for others to understand. And a lot of you guys don't know, but I'm very open about this. I learned about crochet braids through Mommy Tresses, and I will link her channel down below. And I will always give credit because that is the first woman who I sat down and watched her videos over and over and over and over again and said, I want to do that. And then I went to African Export and looked at her method, used that exact same hair, and you can see that I even have videos of that particular hair that African Export used in her crochet braid tutorials, because you can't just stop at one video and you have to continue to do research. And a lot of the times I don't think people believe that, or they, are familiar enough with my channel to realize that I have been doing crochet braids for over 2.5 years. And it's not necessarily new to me, and I know about the nuances. I know about the gaps and things that some people who are just beginning to learn about crochet braids may not know. Oftentimes, if I install crochet braids and I do not like something about the style, since I am a perfectionist, I know how to fix it and make it look aesthetically pleasing. To a beginner, they may be frustrated in that it doesn't look the exact same way as mine, but we have to understand that results may vary based on the individual and the technique, and techniques vary between individuals. I just installed some new hair, and it's by Model. It's called Soft Deep Curl, I believe, and I'm not necessarily happy with it, and that's the honest truth. It's growing on me, but it's not what I want it to be. I'm much more in love with the free tress deep twist, and with this hair it's a lot more of a loose wave, and I did a ridiculous braiding pattern, and it made so many gaps, and you can see my scalp in certain portions. It was just poor judgment on my behalf, but that's to let you know that things happen. But I was also doing my hair like 4 a.m. Yeah. And I want people to remember that when I do a crochet braid tutorial, I am chopping up a potentially 5 to 8 hour process into 7 or 8 minutes. So I never want you all to think it's easy peasy, because this stuff is not. Even though I've been doing this style for years, it's very daunting, it's tedious, and it requires a lot of time and attention. And because you installed your hair, you know, there's still like things that you may have to go back and revisit and finish. And that is something that happened with my Marley crochet braids. I did not like them when I first installed them, but I had to wear it because I refused to do all that work and then cut it all out. So I stuck with it and I worked with it. And I showed you all why your crochet braids may not curl. And then, you know, I learned about pre-dipping the hair, which is so much safer. So attributing your discontent or your unhappiness with your style to me is pretty bold. But if you were willing to walk me through your process and tell me what is going on with your hair, I even have subscribers who send me photos and we have like thread long conversations so that I can help them get to where they need to be. And once we converse via email, they have such a better understanding.